I don't know where we're going to lead this into.
No. That's pretty much a podcast in itself, an episode in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought that was going to lead into the other side.
What angle?
No, what would we... No. No, what do we prefer on...
On ladies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
That's where I thought that was leading into. When I started bringing it up, I was like, oh, okay, this is a good segue.
Yeah, okay. So...
Is it our place to talk about this?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's our own opinion.
It makes you wonder about wax, because I know a lot of women wax their legs and their arms and also their bits too. Personally, I like them, pretty shaven. Don't mind a little bit of hair, It's like we talked about earlier. Men, we're men. We need to have something there, otherwise it looks a bit bold and a bit boyish. And I think with women, I think for me anyway, I like just a little bit, just to say I'm mature. There's definitely no confusion there.
I don't mind, with or without. Actually,
fully with.
I think I prefer without.
Like full on au natural.
No. No, we don't want that. I've had that before. If I can help it, if I know that exists before actually getting in there, I'll be like, oh no. We'll do this another day. You can get back to me when you've cleaned yourself up a bit.
Oh, gee. How best to say this? If it's completely au natural, I think it feels weird. Like it's like trying to kiss a sponge.
And you really going there.
It's a bit weird. It's like it's
It's funny because you're talking about this first before this.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it.
Nothing is off limits.
It's funny.
How we go about these things is another thing, but yeah, in terms of subject matter,
when it comes to what you've just said, yeah, definitely. You don't know what you're doing half the time. You get lost
in the woods,
and odor as well.
See, I've never had that problem. Actually, I've never had that issue with or without hair. It's never been maybe that's just an unfortunate incident for you. Although I will say, I hope this doesn't come across racist, so perhaps cut this if it does. But I have been with a Chinese girl who, I swear to God, because she worked in a family's Chinese restaurant, she ate a lot of Chinese food, that when I came back out of the downstairs area, it was quite Chinese food smelling. Like the scent was very sort of oriental. No, don't get me wrong. I love Chinese food. I love Chinese oriental. I love the Eastern food. However, not from the happy place.
Fair enough. It's probably not actually coming from there. It's probably, just from her clothes.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean,
it
kind of felt like someone, you are what you eat.
I don't know if this is going to make it. I don't know about this one.
Oh.
Back to the odor thing.
Are we going back there?
I actually don't think it was the hair. It was something else. But sometimes when you're drunk, you don't really notice until like later on. I don't know if you've ever had this experience.
No.
When you've had a few too many and just like, fuck it. I've come this far. Get it done and get the fuck out.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, okay. Well, we might have to cut this one out too. The younger days, obviously not like this anymore, have much higher standards.
Well, you only live once.
Yeah.
It's what you did when you were young, isn't it? Just...
Oh, yeah.
What we did.
Yeah, sometimes 3 a week,
So I've been in relationships so long now that I don't think I've really had the optimum teenage years.
Yeah, no, you haven't. You've missed out on a lot.
I think I have.
If I'm comparing it to some of my experiences.
Yeah.
I was a bloody mess.
Thank God you came out of that, eh?
I know. It's funny, like, how things have happened. I'm just like, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah.
After all this bullshit I did back home.
You could argue that perhaps doing these YouTube, reactions and vlogs and that has actually given you something to kind of aim for. Like maybe it's a public perception of you, or I don't know, maybe there might be something in there.
Even just editing yourself every day over time, I think it's changed me a lot.
Yeah, like
I'm
seeing
aware
yourself.
of how seeing yourself, seeing how you are, you kind of make slight tweaks to yourself. And over time, like if you go back to one of my first videos and compare it to now, it's like not even the same person.
Yeah.
It's kind of like some of your videos.
Oh, I don't look at my old videos. Speaking of old videos, this could be another nice segue to another podcast. Old videos. I was going through an old folder on my computer, which was clogging up like 500-600 gigabytes of data. And a lot of it was holiday vlogs. So not just the ones recently, but like way back before I even got married, before I even met Rachel. And I mean, so I thought, because I've got a paid Google Drive account, so I've got like unlimited storage. So I thought I'll delete all these, but I'll offload it onto my drive. So I'm sorting through folders and, sieving all the crap. And I came across a homemade porno.
Oh, shit.
Which I'd forgotten about, because at the time you film it, it's great. It's like, you're on a high, everything's great. A little bit strange because you kind of have to keep stopping from doing stuff to kind of set a new angle and whatever and refocus.
Oh, you did like the full-on production.
Oh yeah,
type.
I didn't just put a camera in the corner and get on with it, mate. I was like,
this wasn't not even just a spur of the moment. I'll put your phone out, record. This is
I had tripods. I had 2 cameras on it.
Jesus, I'm surprised someone let you do that. I don't think I've had anyone let me do that. Damn.
Yeah, one camera was on a wide shot, and the second camera was sort of like the roving, close-ups here and there and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a good, decent production. I mean, looking back on it, I mean, it's dog shit now, but at the time it felt pretty good, like we're doing a decent job. And then it got more weird on the edit, because obviously in the moment everything's really good and passionate and whatever. But on the editing, you're watching yourself and you're like, oh, is that what I look like? And, you start really, really like being critical about how you look and how you act and how you just approach things. How you
performed back then.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, no.
And how you would perform now. Is it like that?
I guess so. I mean, in my room, in my bedroom now, I have a whole wall of mirrors, which was our wardrobe door. So you do catch yourself now and again, and it is kind of funky to watch yourself. It's the mirrors have had some use, trust me. But again, you're still in that mindset. You're still in that. I'm in the zone. I'm looking. They're like, yeah, this is great, But if I'd have filmed it, it might look or feel different. So the editing was always weird, and it's so awkward to watch yourself. So I never watched it after I edited it. I literally exported it, and it went onto a folder, and it never really saw the light of day again. I mean, it would never see the light of day anyway, but you know what I mean? Just like even like between me and the individual, we'd never watch it.
Yeah.
And so I watched it sorting through these files, and I was like, oh God, let's watch this again. Let's see how bad this is. It's not as bad as I remember it, but it's not great either. And, I suppose, again, going back to the whole manscaping thing, it's like being confident. It's like feeling good about yourself. And looking how I was there, I was just like, yeah, I could have done with a haircut. I could have done with toning up. I could have done with this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So it's good in a way. It's sort of like a self-reflection thing. So I suppose there are some positives out of it. But yeah, I made a porno.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to say this. I'm like, what the hell did this come from? And a full production one at that.
Yeah, not just a phone job either. Proper like multicam. The one thing that let it down, apart from me being involved, is the color grading. Because one camera set to auto is orange. It would look like Oompa Loompas. I swear to God, just one camera angle was just not so great, and the other was sound. Because between the cameras, you go from close-ups to wide shots to and we didn't have it wasn't like we had a portable mic. It was
I'm
just
surprised you didn't. The fact
I made that much effort. I might as well, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the audio is...
I'm surprised you didn't have someone film it for you.
I know. A little bit of you goes, it would have just been worth doing that. Never say never, right? But I wouldn't think I would ever have someone in the same room as me.
Unless it's something that gets you in the mood. What if it was a female?
No, but I mean, like, if me and Rachel decided to make a porno, I don't think we'd have...
I don't know why I'm thinking of... Yeah, I was thinking of just someone completely random.
Yeah.
I completely forgot for a second.
Different mindset.
He's got a partner.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a few, but not full-on production, just spur of the moment sort of thing.
Yeah. I think that's probably a more acceptable way of doing it, because that's kind of like in the moment, you're feeling good, you want to kind of Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they'll be like the sneaky ones, you know? So it'll be from behind, you just be like,
But do you ever watch them back?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch them back, yeah. Yeah, even some from my travels. It's the sneaky ones, you know?
They wouldn't be from Rome, though, would they?
Oh, no, not from home. I
And
wish it was from Rome. Might not be so pissed off about that trip.
yeah.
But
And they
other
wouldn't be
trips.
from they wouldn't be from Sydney, now, would they?
I'm not going to lie, I did try in Sydney, but it just wasn't enough time. I was only there for 2 nights.
And they wouldn't have happened in New Zealand, no? And it wouldn't have been in
No, I didn't record anything in New Zealand.
No, and it wasn't in
But,
Dallas, was it?
Now, what's funny about you bringing these all up is that I had opportunities in all these places, but it was only a certain few.
Keyword opportunities.
Yeah.
So where did
like
you?
one of them in Dallas actually turned down.
Sorry,
what's that? Sorry, what did I say out there?
Wait, no, go on. What were you going to say?
There was this one person that actually laid it all out to me in Dallas, and I was like, nah. It's kind of, when there's like you're deciding between right and wrong in the moment. In the moment, it kind of felt wrong, so I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna go there.
Oh,
I can't really say much more than that.
I'm okay. Maybe not for the podcast then.